Josh Reynolds.
Get that gun
No,
out.
I liked when they got Reynolds last year.
Yeah, me too.
Alright,
Stole him right from the Titans.
Chicago.
Justin, pull my finger.
Chicago.
For you
Hit the
3
button.
fans that they got out
Hit the
there.
button.
I guess
Hit
we're
the
going
button.
for you.
Jesus.
Bruce waited so long, bro.
He's been ready.
Hit it one more
Alright.
time.
One more. And another one. There you go.
We're gonna like fucking idiots when they're good next year.
Yo,
imagine
They're gonna go fucking like 10-7. We're gonna look
that's
fucking
our rise to
stupid.
fame right there.
I don't
bro.
care, yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
they're
look at
gonna
these
fucking
idiots.
suck. But anyway, all right, they cleaned house, smart decisions, got rid of Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace, the guys who drafted Mitch Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Colts defense coordinator Matt Eberflus, who's been getting interviews for a few years now. They hired him as head coach, and they hired Ryan Poles, the Chiefs executive director of player personnel, as their new general manager. Their big free agent signing this year was defensive tackle Larry Ogunjobi from Cincinnati, and they signed him to a 3-year deal, but he failed his physical, and that got voided. So
Nothing like the Chicago Bears.
they can't
Nothing like Chicago Bears football, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Failing physicals and you're in the league, bro.
On their biggest signing
Bro, like when you're in the league and you're failing physicals.
Come on,
like,
now-
is really what we're doing?
Yeah.
Now Ogunjobi is on the Steelers on a 1-year deal, and watch him go nut next year.
And he passed that physical, didn't he?
He did pass that
You know
physical.
what? He didn't want to
No,
be on the
he's
Bears.
he's definitely tight because he lost a lot of money because he was like a $7 million deal or some shit.
Rip. All right, next.
They acquired Ryan Griffin from the Jets,
Tight
who
end?
fucking sucks
Yes,
at
he
tight
does.
end.
Yes, he does.
They acquired Brian Pringle from Kansas City, who isn't a bad player,
But he's like
he's
fifth
their
wide
wide
receiver.
receiver 3 or 4, depends if N'Keal Harry beats him out or not.
That's sad.
He ran a 5'2".
That's sad.
Brian
That's the
Pringle's actually kind
competition.
of fast. He's a good special team guy.
Bro,
Nah,
I think we should honestly go to a Bears tryout. We might make the team.
We might.
Bro,
We might make the
I'm
team.
a practice
not
they
gonna
made
lie.
player.
this.
I swear.
They signed people from all
I
other
could pass the
teams.
physical.
yeah.
No,
I
I
can do
really
that.
could. I really could.
What they got?
They-
Marcus at safety.
Oh, safety.
Bruce at running back.
Wait, yo, they signed someone from all our teams, it looks like. Justin Jones.
Yeah, decent. He's not good in the run game.
Yeah, I was about to say defensive tackle.
Yep.
You know, a position that is used a lot to defend the run, was on the worst run defense in the league last year or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't stay healthy either.
Trevor Siemian to back up good old Justin Fields. They also got Dakota Dozier, how the fuck you say that? The
I like
Minnesota
Trevor
guard.
Siemian. He's better than Ian Book. I'll tell you that right now.
Ian Book is great at what he does.
Dakota is on IR though, currently. They lost Allen Robinson, went over to the Rams. They don't have a good offensive line.
No.
They don't have a good
They
anything.
lost James Daniels. That was their best offensive lineman. He walked.
Mm-hmm.
They lost
for him.
Hakeem Grant, who
Yep.
would probably be wide receiver 2 right now on this team.
Yeah.
This is so
Went
sad.
to Cleveland. They lost Akeem Hicks, who went over to Tampa. And they also traded Nick Foles
And don't
away
forget
to Indianapolis.
My dog, Khalil Mack.
Oh, yeah. I was getting
yeah.
to that. Where is that? There's a big movie here somewhere.
This is one of the saddest off seasons
Oh,
I've ever
they're
heard in my
crazy.
life.
Oh, I didn't even write it down for them because there was so much other bullshit. Yeah, they traded Khalil Mack away
For a second.
for a second and like a 6th, right?
Yep.
For a second and a 6.
I understand he's declining, but
But
Yeah,
Khalil Mack
but
for
I
a
get it,
second and
yeah,
a 6.
They got a
Bro,
second
they're
for
about
Mack.
to be rebuilding. For
What they give up for Mack? 3
for
first?
like 10
Their-
years.
their draft.
Go ahead.
They do not have a first round pick because they traded up for Justin Fields.
Fire.
Last
Wouldn't pick
season.
anyone else. Go ahead.
They picked Kyler Gordon, cornerback from Washington. Not a terrible pick at all. Jaquan Brisker from Penn State at 48 in the second round. 48th pick in the second round. That's pretty good value for him.
Yes.
Their first offensive weapon they took was Velus Jones Jr. from Tennessee. He's an older draft pick.
Gonna be pro ready.
How old is
They
he?
hope. I think he's like 25.
He's an old ass rookie.
I don't
What
know.
the hell?
Maybe 24.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know he's older. Maybe
He
he's
got
only
like
he might
3
be.
years in the league.
Right?
I'm gonna look that up right now because I really
You got
I
like
wanna,
3 more years.
Basically, them boys are ass.
Bro,
They
me
are
check out his
so
Yeah.
bad.
This
bro,
I
was
don't know.
telling
Yeah, he's
Matt,
25.
25.
He's 20,
bro.
he's
That's a
25.
rookie.
He turned 25 right before the draft.
Bro,
right
I was-
after the draft.
I was telling Matt, I was like, bro, they're about to be rebuilding for like 7 years.
Years.
Well, okay, here's my
Years.
thing.
They're still getting worse somehow.
Yeah, no, here's my thing.
It's impressive.
Okay, they got Riley Reid from Cincinnati, as we said earlier.
Yep.
They signed him to a 1-year, $10 million deal, which is a pretty hefty deal for a guy who signed on the day training camp started.
I don't know what they talking about. Yeah,
No, I
right in
heard-
the same
I heard-
category as Storm Norton.
I heard Riley Reid and it's
Oh, yeah.
Should come on the podcast, please.
Please.
the coach. The coach.
Hey, bro, we don't discriminate any
Plug
professions
talk.
here.
There we go.
But yeah, it's not Riley Reid.
Yes.
It's a hefty deal. He's probably going to end up starting now.
He's gonna get a lot of load management.
I would say so, yeah. I'll say that. Yeah, I would say that.
A lot of load.
No way, bro. No way.
That's
Okay.
great. I love it.
But okay, now in
Going
terms
crazy
of
right
this
now.
team,
Hey, he has to block holes, bro. Come on now. It's a difficult job.
Take on grown ass men.
Multiple holes. He never know.
He just has so
going against
many.
defensive linemen
Yes. Big,
that are
big
like
black
6'5".
people.
He has to take he has to take so many grown men in just one room. It's just
One in each hand.
Oh my gosh, man. It's a difficult job.
He might have two guys
It's not for
coming at
everyone.
him.
Yep.
It's not for everyone.
Double
all right,
team.
let's go. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the Bears. Let's go
Illegal
back.
block in the back.
Oh my god.
Number 70, defense.
Get your cameras out, everyone.
Okay,
Yep.
back on top.
No step, bro.
All right, second-year quarterback Justin Fields. You traded up last year to get him.
Yep.
Here's what they did good. You fired Matt Nagy.
Yes. That's it.
And that's
I think that's kind of
That's a
it.
long list.
I get there's two sides of the ball.
Yes.
I get you need to improve your defense. That just lost Khalil Mack.
But
I get that you need secondary help because you've lost Kyle Fuller a few years ago. You don't have the same secondary you did in 2018.
you traded up.
But you need weapons for your young quarterback. They didn't improve on offense at, I think, any position. The tight end is about the same. Ryan Griffin doesn't move that needle. Running back's good. David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert. That's a good tandem right there. I like Darnell Mooney, but I don't know if he's a high-end one. Truly.
How
he
are you
could
supposed
be.
to know?
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Yeah.
It's not like he's gonna get
He's gonna
all.
get- yeah, all the
he's gonna get
attention.
all the coverage now
Yeah.
because your second option is either N'Keal Harry, Brian Pringle, or Velas Jones Jr.
No, they couldn't have got.
don't.
So bums.
Can those guys play? Like I like Brian Pringle. Can he play as a number 2?
No.
Their best bet is their players.
I like Cole Kmet even, but still, one
Yeah.
tight end.
a chip on the shoulder.
Someone goes down,
Yeah,
you're kind of fucked.
You just say a chip on their shoulder?
that's their best bet at playing good. Like
This is
everyone-
a practice
like, They have a
squad.
whole bunch of dudes on their team.
Bro, this is
Also-
a high school varsity team.
Like,
No,
you
but also-
literally-
This is Valley Central football playing in the
Either,
league.
either
think we
you
might
come
beat the
into
Bears.
this season and you just quit and just be like, yeah, no, we just gonna get smacked all season.
You're
Or-
telling me, but
or
if
the
you're telling
coach
me you're on
should
the
come in
Bears
and
right
be
now
like,
and you
yo,
think you're
like-
winning,
No, or the coach
don't.
should come in and be like, yo, like they taking us for a joke. Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta actually come out and play like what the Dolphins did. Like they're gonna still like. I don't think the Bears are gonna fight, but you know
I don't
it could
think
be
so
two
either.
ways. Two ways, like I just said, they
Yeah.
you could come
Uh-huh.
out with a fighting dog mentality, like how the Dolphins were a couple years ago,
Yeah.
or they could just give up.
I don't think we got to see how the coach is.
No, yeah.
Brian Flores was
Yeah,
a
they're
big
gonna
reason
come
for
out
that.
like that and still get spanked.
and smack, yeah, they're gonna come out with that chip on their shoulder and
Like,
lose
boys,
by 20.
They're taking advantage
Still.
of us.
They're gonna get- they're
They
gonna
think
get
we
those 3
suck.
wins.
Get blown out by like 40.
They're gonna
Yeah,
struggle
we
for
do
those 3
suck.
wins.
Oh, they're gonna fight for those
Turns
3
out.
wins.
Speaking of
Put in
wins,
pain.
over under. What do we got?
That's 6.5. Oh, here's my thing with the draft. Yeah, 6.5. That's the.
More
Let's
than
just
the
get that. Let's
Lions?
get out of the way. That's the easiest under we have right now, right?
6.5.
Six and a
More than the
half.
Lions?
Yeah,
6.5.
Yeah, I want to band together all the money we got.
Yeah, under. 6.5.
6.5.
Whoa, okay, we're all in agreement that it's under, right?
Yes, under.
Okay, so we don't have to
I'm
argue about
killing
that.
under.
Now back to their draft. Again, I get defense. They needed weapons, as I said earlier. Their first pick, Rondell Robinson, who's on the Giants, who plays a lot like Tony, and I actually like him as a gadget player.
Yeah.
Still on the board. John Mechie the third. I know he's not going to play next year now because he's been diagnosed, I think, with maybe lymphoma.
Get better.
Yeah. Shout out to him again.
Yeah.
Hope he gets better. But again, he'll be back next year, and I think he's a better option than Velus Jones, who I know you got later for value purposes, but you needed weapons. And at 48, they had Tyquan Thornton, Patriots picked up, George Pickens, who fell way too far. Alec Pierce was still there, and Sky Moore was still there also. Again, I get it. You need a defense. But those are all really good options for your second-year quarterback. When you look at every other team, the Jets, the Jags, the Patriots, even the Texans, the 49ers are the 49ers already. But out of all the second-year quarterbacks, Justin Fields is in by far the worst scenario.
Easily.
He has no weapons compared to especially the other guys.
Yeah, and his value is way lower than it was before too, because no one knows how good he's going to be.
No,
He's
I have
question
no
mark
idea.
still.
He's a huge question mark, and
we're not going to
Didn't
see
go
anything
around.
this year.
Bruce
Exactly.
You can't.
I love the guy, man.
Bruce thinking about getting a band together to put against the Bears right now.
No
Nah.
facts.
I just hope Justin Fields.
he wanted him so bad.
He's fast.
I like.
It was the
Tony,
Giants' pick,
but
too.
They should have.
All right, we don't.
Hold on. Fucking. But a team. I want to compare this team.
To who?
They remind me of the Jets in 2019.
Why?
Jets in 2019.
Yeah. When Darnold second year,
Yes.
I-
When they-
Yeah,
they're not going to win 7 games like that team.
they
But-
shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't at
They
all.
shouldn't.
I like Mooney and Montgomery,
Mhm.
but I also liked Anderson and Jameson Crowder and Le'Veon Bell.
Mhm.
Take away Mooney and Montgomery. One of them go down.
Yeah, this can get bad.
It can get bad
It's
really
already
fast.
bad
I like
before
Khalil.
then.
I like Khalil Herbert, but now you're just down to Herbert, or you lose Mooney. Now you're really fucked at the pass catching position.
Yeah, because who do you have?
You have Cole Kmet, and you have Pringle, Harry, or
With a bad
Jones.
offensive line.
Yep.
with a terrible offensive line. That's what it really reminds me of. The Jets in 2019,
There was plays last year. where
horrid offensive line.
Justin Fields looked like he was trying to will that team to wins, and he couldn't get anything going.
No, exactly.
So I'm just gonna feel bad.
He's probably terrified right now to
Oh,
step
yeah.
on the football field. Grown men are just free rushing at him.
Giants.
His offensive line is just stepping out the way.
Do y'all want to talk about their schedule or not really?
No.
No.
Nah.
We
No,
You
get
want
to
to know
see.
the O-line?
Yeah, say the O-line.
Tevin Jenkins at left tackle, rookie. I liked him coming out,
Yeah, he's good.
but he's had injury histories. Left guard, Cody Whitehair. Not bad. Their center is Lucas Patrick. Their right guard is really White,
Two
right?
first names.
And their right tackle was Larry Borum, but it's probably Riley Reef now.
What was the right guard again?
Fuck you. Really right.
Said the right guard is really white.
Yeah, really right. It's really, he probably, I don't even know what the fuck
He
he is.
said
to be
the right
honest.
guard is really.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, I heard that. Hang on a second.
Willie Wright is the right guard. There we go. Do you even know what the fuck that is?
Not
'Cause
at
I
all.
don't.
We can keep
I know
talking
way
about.
too much about football. I don't know what the fuck that is.
We keep talking about Riley Reef. for a
We
little
can do
bit, yeah. That's the highlight of the line.
Yeah.
It's a highlight of the team.
Nah, Justin Fields, Joe.
Riley
Stop playing
Reed's
with him.
dead.
All right.
What's your grade?
Can we go negative? Is that a
Yeah.
possibility?
Yeah, why not?
I
Why
give
not?
them
I'm gonna break the scale in the negative.
one firing Matt Nagy. One positive.
There you go.
I gave him a 2. I don't know why, but I gave him a 2.
I give
That's
him a
generous.
2. They cleared house. Needed to.
I'm gonna say yeah, and they have cap space for next year. It's just gonna be really bad
Yeah.
for this season.
I know a Bears fan. He's aged terribly this last year. He looks 10 times older.
Well, if you think as a Bear fan, look what every other team with second-year quarterbacks, as we said, is doing.
Look at every other team.
And then look at every other team, but specifically teams that are on the same like teams with second-year quarterbacks. They're in the same boat. Look what they all did, and look what your favorite fucking team did for your quarterback, who
That
potentially
thing,
could have been the second pick that you got at number 10 and was the fourth one quarterback off the board.
He did as much as me as a GM.
Yep.
In Madden. Yeah,
And
but
Madden, I'm building that team around him.
actually, the Bears fan, he may actually watch this. That's my man. He comes in for Eddie Jackson jersey every day. We do talk about the Bears. Yeah,
Hey, that's the highlight right
Jackson.
there. Eddie
Yeah.
Jackson. I forgot about him.
Eddie Jackson.
He gets lost
Eddie,
in that
yeah.
defense.
yeah. It's gonna be bad.
He was tough.
At least he
was
got
tough.
that jersey.
That was,
He got something to
that's
look
a
at.
calm jersey.
But Marcus, what you got?
for the off-season rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
All right,
shout
I'm
out.
being-
That's a tough.
All right, it's the Bears. I'm gonna be generous. Their off-season rating.
Damn.
Ass.
That's
what you
it?
got?
That's
That's it,
I'm
man.
here talking about off-season rating 1 and 2. Like, bro,
They fired the
Nah.
we
dude.
not
It's like
giving them a pat on the back for no
Right?
1 or 2, bro.
Yo, it's the
In 20
participation
years of
trophies, bro.
rebuilding behind it.
They tried, bro. What happens to your
They're
season?
gonna keep
They've
trying.
been trying a lot. They not doing nothing. Sorry, it's over. It's clips.
They sucked last year and got worse.
No, they did. They did get worse.
Like, how's that?
So-
How does that work? How
That
does
is
that
so
work?
bad.
Hey, I give them the benefit of the doubt. They didn't do nothing. Like they probably would have been better off doing nothing.
Maybe
actually.
I can
Probably.
They would have been better off doing nothing.
Yeah. What's your grade for him?
I'll give him a -2.
There we go.
That's
fine. It's so
That's
bad.
fine.
Hold on.
It's
Yes
so
or no?
bad.
Do they have the first pick next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between them and the Seahawks,
I don't think they do.
you think Seahawks are a better team?
I don't know. I don't think they have the first pick, but they're gonna have probably a top.
The Seahawks
Four
have
pick.
weapons.
Who gets
Maybe
first pick?
three.
And
I don't know who gets the first
and
pick.
the
We gotta
Seahawks-
make a video
You
about
don't think
that.
so?
They
Bears.
could get it.
The Bears.
Yeah,
The
the
Bears.
Seahawks
They get the
definitely
first two
ran
picks
Jimmy.
for sucking so
They
much.
might tank
Definitely
them.
the Bears.
Actually, I wouldn't even say tank on purpose.
Okay, well
They're
here's
just-
the follow up
Nah, they're
question.
gonna
to that.
try.
Yeah, they're
They have the first pick next year. What do they do with it?
That means they probably won 1-2 games. They get QB.
You think they go Young
Nah.
or Stroud?
Yeah, but
Nah.
Young is the best prospect. What do? You're gonna
They
get a
have to
wide
go
receiver
O-line. They have to go
They
With the-
O-line.
have to.
first pick. They had to get either that or a left
Bro,
tackle.
no
Yeah,
way.
get a left tackle.
Yeah, move on from
You
Justin
know what's
Fields.
crazy? If they get the first pick and they don't take a QB, you probably go defense
Yeah.
because you
Wow.
have Will Anderson. It's hard to.
That's true.
It's hard to pass up that.
Yeah.